Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I kind of have dragons on the brain today. What with the revelation of that Sivitri Skarzam card in my Discords, I'm just gonna say conversation, but yeah, Discord server, sure. And with the idea that DragonForce is actually coming to my hometown in the month of November, and somebody's got tickets for it, I figure this is a good day to do a very dragon-themed run. So, let's go ahead and just build ourselves a good flame dragon build. Nothing special, nothing crazy or out of the ordinary, just lighting things on fire because screw you. And actually, hold on. Do I want to use Thunderline? It is pretty reliable, but maybe there's something else I want to use. Yeah, how about I use Razor Burst? What the hell? Alright, my only question is, do I want to run Bouncing Blaze just because of how unsure I am that Iris is actually going to be helpful to me this time around? Well, heaven help me, we're gonna give it a try. So yeah, this is a very dragon-based build, based on the idea that a lot of the news around me is very dragon-based. I do have a couple of very interesting build ideas that have been given to me, and I will definitely use those because I am never against trying out ideas. I know I have at least two. Plus, there's still the idea of, going over how I put together builds, like what I consider for each sort of build choice that I make. So almost more of a tutorial thing than a run. But it seems like a good way to explain to people how I think about different how I think about different arcanas and what relics to pick and choose to go with them. Pardon me. So trust me when I say I still have some good ideas. For what it's worth, I also have some bad ideas, and I may get to those, later on down the road. As obviously I prefer to use good ideas first. I also have some very much backlogged ideas. When I say backlogged, I don't mean that I've put them on the back burner and I'm never going to get to them. I mean things that I've had ideas for, and just for whatever reason, I just haven't gotten to them. So trust me, I've got plenty to use. I just need to actually use it. Oh, lovely. That led to a dead end. God, perfect. Just what I wanted. By the way, what is the rest of my run looking like? Okay. Well, third act isn't necessarily going to be drama-free just because of the homing AoE that I know that the twins in their moves are well known for. But at least it won't be Atlas just using a bunch of things to shut me down. But as far as just the generalities of the situation are concerned, I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day, or that you've got really interesting news to share. Now, as far as the concert is concerned, it'll be the first one I've gone to in a while, and I hate that I have to say it like that because I love supporting live music. And I like supporting it for a number of reasons. One of... I actually can't give her anything. Well, I can, but I'm not going to. Not unless I can give her something else, which I can. Okay, we've got ourselves a lovely ranged build, so I think this is definitely a good choice. Nocturnal Sundial is a maybe, so is the Cobalt Firestone, but I don't want to spend too much here because we still have to see what Iris can do to support our build. Alright. Hey, look at that. And we'll go ahead and grab this to give to Dr. Song. This is the most helpful Iris has been in a while. Okay, not great, but, you know. Alright, actually not a bad beginning. We've got ourselves quite the leg up. Now we just need more combat options, preferably ones that work at range because of the Windstone. As far as how I learned about that concert, strangely, it was through a Facebook ad. Like, it's not often that I find myself actually, like, wanting to be advertised to. But in this case, it actually worked out to my benefit. So I'm just scrolling Facebook, seeing what my friends are talking about, and, you know, just wasting time. When I see an ad for DragonForce saying that they're going on tour to support their new album, and the very first thing I'm like is, wait a minute, new album? Power metal? Okay, you had my attention at power metal, but now it's DragonForce, and I find myself generally really liking their work. I know that sounds silly to a lot of you, because it's like, DragonForce? But they're kind of gimmicky, aren't they? They might have been gimmicky at first, but at this point they're just power metal. And I explained to you guys how I feel about power metal, so for me this is a win-win. And those of you who are only semi-familiar with my videos understand that this next part is of relevance because I live in Minnesota. I'm not going to tell you where in Minnesota, but that is basically just to protect personal anonymity. But yes, I live in Minnesota, otherwise known as the country of snow and road construction. So as I'm looking over the ad, as I'm looking over the ad going, okay, that's neat. Oh, it's DragonForce. That's even neater. Then the bombshell gets dropped. They're playing in Minneapolis. I'm like, I am sold. I am buying tickets for this right now. And let me tell you, it felt good to actually just be able to drop money on concert tickets for the first time in a long time. It's letting me know that I might finally becoming somewhat financially independent after so long of being buried by crap hours from Amazon. And it's also really interesting that I actually know all of the bands that they're going to be playing with. They're playing with Edge of Paradise, Nanowar of Steel, and Amaranth. So again, all good news for me. And like I said, this is the one time where I can actually say that Facebook advertising and creepy Google bots listening to every word I say and marking all of my interests actually worked out in my benefit for once. And I can only hope... let me look at my... Yeah, I'm not going with Arc Sphere. I can only hope that something like that happens again in the near future. As far as why I love supporting live music, 2 reasons. 1, super entertaining. 2, you get... Well, not, I guess more than 2 reasons. 2, you get to actually meet really interesting people at concerts that... Obviously, they're somewhat like-minded, or they wouldn't be at a concert for something like that. That was dumb of me. Whee! And fight over. No, we're not switching to Bolt Rail. But thank you, I like Bolt Rail. How dare you? Admittedly, I didn't exactly have a good plan going into that fight, but... Go away. Oh crap, I just realized I forgot to roll the soundtrack choice again. I apologize, everyone. I'm feeling relatively excitable today, so I just decided, let's start recording. Screw it. Deferred Dynamo again. I don't really want it, but mostly because I don't really care to have the enemies dragged back into me. This isn't that kind of build. Ugh. Okay, there's nothing here that is really going to be good for this build. Especially not Surge Anchor. The hell with that. Maybe homing flares. Crystalline Balestra has a nice sweeping attack motion, but it's also not exactly strong against electric-based enemies. I don't know. I'm just haven't found a lot of good additional combat options. Okay, it's rare that while I'm using the retro floor plan that I actually get a chance to use pits to my advantage. So again, feeling pretty good about that. Okay, I don't even care about that. Oops. Oh, you know what? I guess I'm doing the boss now. Captain's Ring is not that great right now, but I mean, 8% is still 8%, so can't complain too much. Hello, sir. Got anything fun for me? But lowers damage for other elements? Not good. And this sounds good, but I don't have anything to boost my signature charge rate. Well, I kind of do. But only at a 20% rate. I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. What the hell? Let's grab homing flares, give ourselves another combat option. And I just realized a few days ago when I was saying I couldn't remember what the fire orbital was, homing flares is it. Okay, obviously not something I want to lead battle with. Because of the Singing Bowl, I actually kind of want to be leading battle with Dragonfall. Dragonfall or Dragon Arc, but definitely not homing flares. I don't know, maybe the Shark Mask was a good idea and I had jumped to conclusions a little bit. It's been a while since I've worn the Land Shark outfit. But yes, at the moment I'm feeling nice and fiery dragony, whatever that's supposed to mean. Okay, it's good single target damage, but I want to see if I can pick up something a little better. Okay, well, I'm not going to turn down the Dagger of Midas. Water Cushion is also a maybe, although I don't think it's going to help that much. Not considering I'm going up against the twins and all of their mooks use area of effect and not necessarily projectiles. With the exception of the Lightning Archer, whom I've had trouble with in the recent past. Also, I forgot that collecting... Oh, I kind of want that, but I kind of don't because of the dagger. God damn it. Alright, I'll have to give some thought to that. God damn it, it was supposed to be a straightforward brain-off run. Why are you making me think? Alright, we're looking pretty good now. Our damage is pretty significant. Our spells have a nice element of range and damage to them, to the point where it's enough of a control method on its own. Alright, let's go ahead and grab upgraded homing flares. Then what do I want? Water Prison, Mock Stunner. Those are both really good control methods. Water Prison actually creates more... actually does more to boost the Captain's Ring. But if I'm going to take a Water Elemental spell to boost the Captain's Ring, why don't I just take Tidal Blast? There we go. That's a lot better. And now we've got Burbs. Honestly, I'd rather have just an Earth or a Lightning Elemental spell to boost Captain's Ring at this point. Not that either are available, but oh well. It's nice wishful thinking, right? I'm gonna grab this, and I'm going to leave the Golden Saber of Envy behind, because there's still shopping that I can do. As you can see, we still have a couple of relic slots to fill, and I want to try to get as much out of the Dagger of Midas as possible. That was not smart of me. Bam! Alright. More wind. Alright, well, grab it, but there's probably a good chance I'm not going to use it. Yeah, what the hell. Yes, it is strictly overkill, but frankly, the bastard deserves it. Ah, look at all these things I don't want. And in order to get the bonus for the Captain's Ring, I have to actually be using this in my overall build. Man. But I can take Gust Volley and use it in place of homing flares. That isn't going to get me any greater damage, but I like Gust Volley much better than homing flares. Sucker. Look at you dashing right past me like a moron. Yeah, I got to use a pit again in a retro floor plan build. It happens so infrequently that I actually get kind of happy when I get to do that. Got anything good for me? Not really. Armor of Resolve is about the best thing you have. Go away. No, come on. There we go. Much better. So, I'm hoping you guys have also had similarly good days. It might not be something like, hey, Google advertising actually worked out in my favor for once, but, you know, hopefully something really positive like that. Now, for the record, when it comes to the whole Sivitri Skarzam card thing, I'm still really not spending a lot of money on Magic right now, mostly because I'm just tired of how Wizards of the Coast is nickel and diming people with... It's not even nickel and diming, it's just continually putting out more and more products that the community at large can't keep up with because, frankly, none of us have that kind of money. Okay, we might have an opportunity for something neat here. So let's grab Ice Seekers. Give that to Nocturne and see if he gives us anything interesting. Oh, wait. Hold on. That's interesting, actually. Alright, we'll go with that. Okay, maybe not as interesting as I thought. The continual damage is kind of nice, but its low stun factor is not exactly endearing. But I can use it to control mooks, and that in and of itself as a... Okay, I'm kind of over it now. Got anything good? Yes and no. This I'm only going to really worry about if I happen to find the other part of the Sanguine attire. I love the idea of doing double damage, but receiving double damage just makes me feel iffy. Honestly, if you had offered this to me earlier, I probably would have taken it. Now it's just kind of a waste of a slot now. But neat that it showed up. Hehe. Cool, I'll grab that. And I might grab that as well. You know what? No, let's just grab it. is now making my decision to not take the Sharp Mask stand out even more. I should have just grabbed it. But no, at the time I was thinking, oh, but I won't be able to make up enough signature to ever get my signature cast off again. Hey, Dork Sage, why'd you say it like that? I don't know, that'll be funny. And rooms like that are kind of the reason why I didn't grab Double Trouble, even though I'm still considering it. Why are you still alive? Thank you. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna take a risk. Ooh, even more damage. There we go. Alright, we have to play it even more carefully now because we're going to take even more damage if we screw up. Like that. But it also makes an easy boss fight even easier, so what do I know? Go away. Wait for the Gust Volley to come back. Okay, that could have been worse. Thinking. You know, I think I'll be okay as I am. We're just gonna take on Sura, and we're gonna forget that we saw Thundering Chain, even though that would have been a really good idea for just blasting through some heavy damage. But so is that. Owie, owie, owie. Oh, Christ. Okay, that was horrible because of all of the area of effect control that he had. If he hadn't led things off with the Null Flash agents, that would have gone a lot easier. Alright, so next episode, I must absolutely remember, I have to do the soundtrack thing, because I keep forgetting. But, you know, guys, sometimes when you're just having a really good day, it can be forgiven. And this is the first really good day I've had in a while, so let's just savor the moments just a little. I hope you guys enjoyed the run I had for you today. It was another beautiful dragon themed run, thanks to the dragon themed news that I've had going on pretty much the last couple of days. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself, and I, of course, appreciate you coming and spending some of your free time with me. It really does mean a lot to me. I hope you have a fantastic day or night wherever you may happen to be, and I will see you in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Volker, and take care, everybody.